Hello, friends. Welcome to English Talk Studio. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tom. We are very happy that you are here. If you are seeing the channel for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe and like the video. This way, you help us a lot.
Today we will talk about a very important topic. How can you make English a calm, daily, and regular part of your life?
Yes, because many people spend their days trying to learn English, but they don't have a regular plan. They study for a while and then forget it the next day. After that, mentally, they don't want to start again.
Actually, discipline does not mean starting with big steps. It does not mean studying for hours. Discipline means moving forward with small steps every day. Very small. For example, only 15 to 20 minutes a day.
You're right, Sarah. I've seen this many times. In the beginning, I said, I will study English for 1 hour every day. But it only lasted 7 days, because the plan was not something I could actually do.
I agree with you, Tom. I felt the same way. But then I made a smaller plan. Every morning, 15 minutes of English. With this rule, I continued for 3 months.
You see, discipline means small steps, not big ones. First one small step, then another in the same rhythm. Later, it turns into a habit. In today's episode, we will explain this small step method in detail.
The most active moment of the brain during the day is the morning. Because the brain starts the day clean and calm. That's why adding a small touch of English to your morning routine is a great start.
But definitely don't start with heavy things. Stay away from grammar. Don't watch long lesson videos. Just starting with light English is very effective.
For example, when you wake up in the morning while sipping your coffee or tea, you can play a short English podcast. Even 5 minutes is enough. You don't have to understand everything. The goal is to wake your ears up with English.
I call this English coffee for the brain because it's short, light, and refreshing. And when you do this every morning, a rhythm forms. Your brain starts to say, "Ah, yes, this is English time."
Now I'm giving you a small task that you can do easily. A mini task you can try tomorrow morning. Wake up, prepare your coffee. Listen to a simple English podcast for 5 to 10 minutes. Didn't understand anything? Still listen. That's it.
Exactly. Friends, even such a simple task makes a big difference when done regularly. If you wake up tomorrow morning and do this simple task, please write under this video, "I completed my morning task."
Reading that really makes us happy. And you also feel more motivated.
Now it's time for a small micro story.
Let me tell you a small memory. Last year I had a student. She was eager to learn English. She wanted to study English every day, but she couldn't manage it because her plan was too big. Every morning, 60 minutes.
Oh, that's very long. For a beginner level, it should have been shorter.
You're right, Tom. Then we agreed on 10 minutes. And the miracle happened. 2 weeks later, she sent me a message. Sarah, 5 minutes is not enough anymore. I increased it to 15 minutes. I finally started progressing. I feel so good. Thank you so much.
This is real discipline. A small success, small steps, and suddenly you feel stronger.
Now let's look at how we can use small breaks at noon for English.
Many people say, "At noon I feel weak, I'm very tired, I don't have time for English." But when we look carefully, all of us can find micro breaks during the day for English. For example, waiting at the bus stop, being alone for 10 minutes during lunch, or a short moment while walking somewhere.
Yes, these breaks are moments we don't notice, but they are very valuable. The secret of building English discipline is exactly here. The point is not only creating time, but using the time you already have correctly.
For example, I use my lunch breaks like this. While eating or after I finish eating, I read an English news article for 5 to 10 minutes.
Because it is short, simple to apply, and most importantly, it doesn't tire your mind. Even if you don't read a news article every day, doing it 3 times a week is still discipline. Today we have a new task for you. You can do this right now or tomorrow. During your lunch break, open a short news article. Even if you don't understand it, read it for 10 minutes. Choose one new word from the text. Write this word down. That's it.
But friends, please don't force yourselves. Not 10 words, not 15 words, just one word. When it is this simple, you can get used to discipline more easily.
You can even write the word you chose under this video if you want. We read every comment and we feel as happy as you do.
Now let me tell you a mini story about the value of small breaks. Last year I met a woman. She said she tried very hard for English but couldn't succeed. Work was busy, she had children, life was stressful.
Sounds familiar?
Then I made a program for her. Every day, without stopping, just do 2 times 5 minutes, a total of 10 minutes. That's all. You won't believe it, Sarah. The woman sent me a message 1 month later. Tom, thanks to you I started thinking in English.
Great, just in short periods, a big miracle.
Exactly. Because the brain works better with repetition. Short but frequent repetitions are the foundation of discipline.
Even if you are tired in the afternoon, you can still do English. How? In the afternoon, everyone's mood goes down a little, your energy drops, your motivation decreases. That's why your noon routine should be light.
For example, you can describe your surroundings with English sentences. A man is sitting at the table. I spilled coffee on my desk. I hear car sounds from outside.
These sentences are simple, but they push your brain to recognize English. This is one of the effective parts of discipline.
You can even listen to an English podcast while walking somewhere. You don't need to understand it. The main goal is to expose the brain to English.
And remember, a great improvement comes from the combination of these small steps. Okay, Tom, now let's move to the third part of the day, the evening routines. In the evenings, people are usually calmer. Work is finished, school is finished, and now they are more free and starting to slow down. And we can use this calmness for English discipline.
But of course, people feel tired. They may say, I don't want to study. But this is not a problem, because the evening routine should be light. Not hard, not intense, not pressured. Just a routine that connects smoothly.
For me, mini repetitions are essential in the evenings. For example, a word I heard in the morning or a news headline I read at noon. I always open it again in the evening, just for a few minutes. With these small repetitions, I make my vocabulary stronger.
Yes. And let me give you a bonus fact. A 5-minute repetition done in the evening is more helpful and stronger than a 20-minute memorizing session. Because the brain records repeated information more easily before sleep.
Now I'm giving you a small but very effective task you can use in the evening. Open your phone. Look at one word you saw in the morning or at noon. Make one simple sentence with this word. Write it in your notebook or say it out loud. That's it. For example, if the word you learned today is routine, you can write a sentence like, Tonight I will follow my English routine. As you can see, it's very simple but incredibly effective when repeated regularly. One word, one sentence, one evening. And when you do this regularly every evening, your brain learns this. Before the day ends, I must study English.
This is how correct discipline is formed. Let me tell you a mini story I love. Last year, I had a student named Lena. Lena said she felt tired in the evenings when she tried to study English. Tom, this is very hard for me, she said. Then I told her, okay, I want you to write only one sentence. Just one sentence. Nothing else.
Yes, that famous one sentence method.
Exactly. Lena did this for 1 month. Every evening she wrote one sentence. And one evening she sent me a message. Tom, forming English sentences doesn't feel as difficult anymore. I don't know how it happened, but my brain opened up. Do you understand, Sarah, how powerful just one sentence can be?
This story tells people something important. Discipline doesn't come from big things. It comes from small but consistent things. By the way, I'm curious which city you are watching from. You can write it in the comments. There is also another simple method to strengthen your evening routine calmly. Keeping an English journal. Laughs. Don't worry, not long writing. In the simplest form, what did I do today? What did I learn? How did I feel? Writing 3 short English sentences is enough.
For example, today I listened to an English podcast. I learned the word routine. I feel good. That's simple.
You might want to try a small experiment tonight. Please write the word you learned and the simple sentence you made with that word in the comments. Just one sentence. We really want to see it.
Yes, this way, both you and we can see your progress.
Now we have reached the weekly side of discipline, the weekend. Most people feel more relaxed on weekends. That's why the weekend is the most ideal time for small control and review.
You're right, Sarah. You don't need to study for long hours on the weekend either. Just thinking, what did I do this week? How much did I improve? Even this brings big benefits. For example, give yourself 5 minutes and ask this question. How much was I able to study English this week? Which small habits helped me the most? What can I repeat next week?
These questions are very simple, but small moments of awareness like this are what help discipline settle and become steady. You observe yourself and you take small steps in your plans.
Now here is a mini task for the weekend. Set only one goal. This goal should be very small. For example, this week I will listen to English Talk Studio every morning for 10 minutes. Write this goal down.
Writing small goals is one of the easiest ways to keep your discipline strong. And remember this, small goals mean easy victories, and easy victories mean motivation to continue.
Now everyone watching the video can set a small goal. If you write your goal in the comments, we will be very happy. Just one sentence is enough.
Yes, I agree with Tom. This helps your progress and also strengthens our community. Small steps create big change. Thank you for being with us. With your small but consistent English routine, you will become even stronger. See you in the next episode.